Hello, one and all. How are you tonight? With me, we have Terrence, Mighty Geek Studios. How are you all doing? He's going to be drawing. He's not sure what he's going to be drawing yet. I, of course, am drawing ALF from the 80s TV series. I wasn't sure what to draw tonight. Well, I knew I was going to draw something sci fi. And I went on and looked up a whole bunch of popular uh, TV sci-fi series, and his was in amongst the mix. So I've got a whole list of them for the next months to come for on my Friday nights when I'm doing a TV sci-fi thing. I might get some stuff from movies in the days to come. That way, I'll have even more to draw from. Pun intended. uh,
Technically, ALF is not sci-fi.
Pardon?
Technically, ALF is not sci-fi. It's more comedy than anything else.
He's comedy sci-fi. The thing is, I went on this thing that said the top 100 sci-fi series, and I'm like, a lot of them. You're right. I'm like, I'm not sure whether I consider that sci-fi, but I guess because he's an alien life form from another planet,
Yeah,
it's
yeah. I
considered.
guess, yeah. I guess technically that makes him sci-fi, but
Yeah. We got
mm,
somebody in the chat. Hello, Fetty. How are you tonight? As well as you, of course. So you were in the chat, I guess, before you came on. Crush, you're late. I wasn't late. I went on exactly 10 o'clock. So I gotta move this back. I was gonna do.
you had it scheduled for 8:46.
Oh, I could have sworn I told it said 10 o'clock on it, but
No.
I'm sorry to anybody who think if I did something wrong in that regard. But
Because
I'm
I
here
was the
now.
first. Because I was the first to say that you were late.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna point this down. I have put out the link for others to come and join us.
All right.
So we will see who comes and joins us in this chat. I'm not sure whether Fetty's still there. Hopefully he is. If you are, Fetty, please let me know.
but it's fun. Let's put it that way. As long as you're having fun, who cares?
Yeah. This is going to be difficult. Well, a little difficult. He's not a normal body type.
Well, think of him more like a bear.
Yeah. Or a fat guy. Like
Mhm.
me.
No, the reason I say bear is because his body's more rounded, like a bear.
Yeah.
That's why I said think of him more like a bear.
Yeah, that's just my. You guys were talking at 9:47. I know I put it up that early.
Mm. Yeah,
Uh,
they're just scheduled to go on it,
yeah,
and not and not.
sometimes I wonder if you put it up and then launch the which like Hangouts, although you're not ready to go live yet, whether it changes things up on you from the time
It
that you
might.
schedule.
It might. So you may have to be careful when you do it.
Just, stupid hands don't want to come out right. You know what? I was gonna do this from my phone, but I didn't think there was a good enough charge on it to last however long.
Ah, I think a lot of us are now waiting for you to use your phone from now on, since the camera's better on it.
Yeah, hopefully soon my new camera comes in.
Mm, yeah. I mean, we were all just commenting on the clarity of it, and we're wondering why you hadn't used it before.
Well, I just got that phone like a couple weeks ago,
Oh,
and
you
I
hadn't thought about using the camera on it.
I had, but it's like the battery's crap on it. It wasn't brand new, so I got it from a buddy who wasn't using it anymore because my other one was basically
Mm.
shot. He's supposed to be getting me a new battery for it, so
Oh,
ho-
ah, I see.
so hopefully he does that, and we'll see. But hopefully, like I said, even better will be my Good Dogs Live.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Now this ALF has really big feet.
Yeah. And as we all know, Melmacians eat cats.
Yeah,
So,
I was thinking of putting a cat in the picture.
so any of you who love cats, no offense intended.
Hey,
I'm going to say
we,
this
we,
now.
we eat cows and other stuff, so they eat
Yeah.
cats. You know, everybody to their own, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just funny. Man, it's just funny within the show how they tried so hard to keep him from eating that pet cat.
Yes, it was. Anybody in the chat listening, if you want to ask questions of me or of Mighty Geek, feel free or comment on something because we got 3 people watching. Now to get that face. That's even. Not sure. I was gonna say that's gonna be even harder, but
Mm, not really.
yeah, he's got a bit of a neck, not much. I want to see him. He's trying to do it without making him look too fierce. Hey, Fetty! First to say first. He says, "How are you tonight, Fetty?" Stop doing. Okay, redo that head. So how's your day been, Fetty? I see you there. So. You figure out what you're drawing yet, Mighty
Oh
Geek?
yeah. Oh yeah.
And what have you figured out that you're drawing?
Daredevil.
Ah, cool. Daredevil is good.
Well, since Netflix is going to cancel it,
Yeah, I heard about that. Uh, but I heard that's
so
more just so, you know, what's the name? The Marvel
Disney can do.
stream. Yeah, Disney can put it on their stream.
Yeah. But they're keeping all the shows that they made originally on Netflix.
Yeah, so you're gonna have season 4 of Daredevil on, Disney, and season 3 of Jessica Jones on Disney, and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Probably.
Jessica Jones and the Punisher is still on Netflix, but I don't know.
Yeah, but it's probably gonna come out soon that they're gonna do.
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, that's what I heard too. So uh, this face is definitely hard.
Because we all thought they were going to. The reason why they were canceling Luke Cage and Iron Fist was to create a Heroes for Hire thing.
Yeah. Well, they got Misty Knight for that, so she's
Yeah,
part of the heroes for that. Heroes for Hire.
exactly. Yeah, Mr. Knight, Colleen Wing, and a few others.
Uh,
Yeah.
His face is difficult to say the least.
It's something that can't crawl that high, supposedly. They get it from hockey stick.
That makes it look better. Hey, Brandon, how are you tonight?
Brandon?
I'm doing okay. My stomach's killing me though.
Ooh, not good.
Nope. And I finally figured out what it was. I ate dried up prunes. Now I know I did it.
Oh boy.
Last time I eat those again.
So you no longer want to be a prune, eh?
Nope. Not unless you enjoy running to the bathroom all day.
Mm. Yeah, prunes will do that to you.
Hey, you're drawing the cat eater.
Yes, I am. I'm drawing ALF.
Just keep that thing away from my wife's cat.
Well, unless it can somehow magically come to life and then get through the internet, I think your cat's safe. Heck,
Well, we've already
I've got a
we've
cat
already set
too.
up a disclaimer. For those who love cats, don't be offended by it.
Catman too.
He almost looks like a long-snouted Ewok.
Hmm.
He's taller than an Ewok too, though, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
With a pot belly.
Well, the Ewoks have a fairly pot belly too.
Yeah.
What do we got there?
But I think the reason why Al has a pot belly is because he's drinking too much beer.
Hmm. Possibly.
Or cat juice.
Yeah, you.
Actually, you know what? Sometimes he wears clothes, so I'm gonna give him a piece of clothing to wear. Just because it's gonna make it easier than drying all the fur.
Yeah.
So what are you watching there, Terrence?
Well, actually, that's coming from the other room. My mother's watching Blue Bloods.
Uh, with Tom Selleck.
Yes.
So has anybody here cut the new Magnum?
Nope, I don't even watch that.
I don't either.
It's
I've
not too
seen
bad.
pieces. I've seen pieces of it, but it just, for some reason, it just doesn't keep my attention.
Yeah. It's definitely not the same, especially with
Yeah.
Higgins being a woman.
Right.
Just it's all right, but it just doesn't have the same flair. I think it would be
I think
better if they called it anything but Magnum PI.
mm, I think the biggest draw to the original series was the fact that Higgins and Magnum didn't get along.
Yeah. Now they somewhat get along. In fact, I could be wrong. I think they're going to do some sort of romance between them.
Mm, that's gonna really take away from the whole dynamic.
Yeah. I can just hint. I've watched all the episodes, so I can see the hint. That's it. So, although the new MacGyver, I think is better. I'm not sure whether you guys have cut the new MacGyver or not.
I've caught it, but it's not as inventive as the original.
No,
I haven't seen a new MacGyver yet.
It
it's
lacks the inventive nature of the original, especially with the main character.
yeah. Well, I think the fact that he worked for the Phoenix Foundation before, but he was a little bit more on his own. I think
Yeah,
that the whole team thing takes away from the
it
original.
does. It does.
Uh,
The whole point is to watch him figure his way out of a situation.
yeah, and then they finally had his dad revealed.
Mm.
I was really hoping that would have been Richard Dean Anderson.
Yeah, you, you and about everyone else.
Oh, hey, P.S. Melter, how are you? P.S. Melter says ALF is awesome. Yes, yes. And according to the web page that I went to, when I did a search for TV series sci-fi, he is considered by some people a sci-fi series. Oh, oh, hello, P.S. Melter. How are you
You
tonight?
said nothing?
All right. I was just watching Nasser's stream. He's got John Malin on there trying to push for the last day for Brutus.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's cool, I guess.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not drawn today, but just getting ready to go to bed in a little bit. Just want to see what you guys doing.
No problem. Yeah, as you see, I'm drawing Alf. Mighty Geek is drawing Daredevil, and I never asked Brandon what he's drawing at this point yet.
I'm not drawing anything right now, not till my stomach settles down.
Uh-huh.
Not feeling good?
No, not if you just ate prunes.
Jesus, why'd you eat prunes then?
Because they never made me do that before till now.
He thought it was a good idea at the time.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Oh, jeez. No, no, prunes are the devil.
When he said he was going to do it before, I heard him say it, and I'm like, I thought to say something, but I'm like, okay, I gotta let him learn on his own.
You
Should
should
have
have
just ate a
said
stick
something,
of
Rick.
butter.
You should have said something, Rick, and you know it.
Yeah.
Either
Yeah,
that or
you should have. Yeah,
either
you
that or
should
he
have
says,
said something. You could have given him a warning, man.
yeah, I guess I could have,
Wait, what
You're
happened?
but he said he's done it before, so he probably wouldn't have listened to me.
Ah, good point. Very
Like,
good point.
then again, maybe he just got some bad prunes this time around. Who knows?
Maybe so.
I don't know. That's the last time I do that.
Mm.
Yeah, why take the chance, right, Brandon?
Pretty much. It's a good thing I didn't start drinking the juice.
It's a good thing you didn't become a prune.
Hmm. Again,
Wasn't the saying that's what old people drink? Brandon, how old are you? Are you like 50 or 70?
I'm 22, dude.
You're drinking it too early then.
yeah.
Oh boy, speaking of which, be back.
Oh no.
They say
Oh, we got.
prunes. They say prunes are for old folks. What do you do?
One sec, hold on. Hello, one life man. He says, I don't like religions, makes people not together, but I believe in God. That's awesome. In some ways, I completely agree with you. That's why I do go to church, but I believe in God and all that, and I try not to be religious, but
Well, there's a
and that's
difference
what.
between being religious and being preachy. There's two different things.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, very true.
I'm not religious, but you know what? Hey, there is a difference.
Yeah. And I try not to be too preachy on this channel. I have my one thing in the morning or at noon, technically, for about 10 minutes before I do some digital drawing, and then that's it. You know, other than that, I want to have fun. I want people to enjoy themselves, and you know, come here and watch me draw Elf. I hope you like Elf. If
Your
you,
digital looked pretty good yesterday. I mean, early this morning, with the shading and everything.
oh, thank you.
You're
Yeah,
getting better.
I tried something different, something I learned from John
Cool.
for
Oh,
the
John was on.
shadings.
Speaking of John, John was on earlier on Brutus too, but he left.
Uh,
Yeah, I mean, he's still trying to figure out the program. Yeah, he's
there's a
great
bit
on
of
pen and paper, but when he did that, he didn't look great doing it, and he had to like bail out and was like, "Yeah, I don't know what's going on." And Todd got mad at him again.
and Veins in the chat and says, "Hail Raven."
Hell, Raven.
Mm.
Yeah, there's a bit of a learning curve to that stuff, especially not only is there a learning curve to the device itself, but there's a learning curve to the programs too. So
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll figure it out soon. I mean, he's a good artist.
yeah,
Yeah. Everybody's drawing Brutus on, Nasser's channel just to show, I don't know who's who, but one guy looks pretty good. He's got like an anime Brutus going.
cool.
Cool.
Yeah, let's get my
Well,
fire stick on it.
Everybody's getting to know the character. That's the best thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had lined up for tomorrow the guy from Conflict that's doing it, but he had to bow out for reasons. Now I'm trying to find somebody for tomorrow to do the whole interview thing with. I went for the regular hero name HER off Indie Crime, but again they're already booked, and so I'm possibly gonna. I went asked Rec, so I don't know what's going to be happening for my stream tomorrow night. I might end up doing a live drawing.
That's cool.
Do an independent character.
Yeah. I gotta work tomorrow, so it's going to be a busy day. It's been a busy day for me today. It was my day off, but I've been putting Christmas stuff up and gym and other stuff, and I didn't even have free time. I was too tired. I was like, I was going to go to the movies and see the new Wreck-It Ralph, but I was like, I'm tired. I'm just going to go home.
Yeah, I'm going to go see that Tuesday.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Probably me and my mom are going to go see it. She hadn't seen it yet, so I got the first one so she could see it. That's what I mean. She hadn't seen the first one. So
Nice.
So I figured before she sees the second one, she should know what's going on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's like going to see an Infinity War, and the only Marvel movie you've seen is like one Iron Man movie. You're like, what's going on? Who are these people?
Yeah.
I actually know a person that's like that. They just go to a movie and they're like, they have no idea what's going on. They'll just bother you. Like, who's this person? Who's this person? Shut up.
I know a few people like that.
Oh God. Now, my buddy has this one girl that he says that he hates going to movies with because she says the one thing that sets him off all the time about comics. She like
That's
puts
right.
DC and Marvel together. It's like, no, no, no. Justice League's a part of it. And he's like, he just like looks at her. He's like, like he wants to do something. I'm like, dude, chill.
Right now, I'm sure he truly wants to hurt her beyond recognition.
I don't know. No, the other one was that she considered Rogue One the next episode. Also, that was episode 8.
Can't be episode 8. It's before number 4.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's what it says. A Star Wars story. That's why you don't see the words episode 8.
Right.
I asked him why does he hang out with her, and he was like, "She's my wife's best friend." I was like,
She's the wife, but she doesn't know.
That sounds like
But she
okay.
doesn't know.
Time to find somebody else to go with to those movies with besides your wife and her best
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
Either
Oh,
that or you find you bring somebody too, and you and your
Correct.
friend sit together, and you let your wife and her
Her
friend sit
and
together.
her friend had sit together.
I don't understand what's going on there with them. I don't go to the movies with them. I told him once, and if I say, well, how about we just go see the new Dragon Ball movie together? We're both Dragon Ball fans. And he's like, sure. But that's like 2 months from now. So I'm like, yeah, we'll remember.
Hey, you remember now, so
I don't know. Well,
Well,
the reason we'll probably remember he's a D&D guy, so he figured out how to make a D&D of Dragon Ball. So we've been sort of doing that at work because we work together. It's so dead right now. No one comes to the store, so we just battle. And yeah, we just do that because we just sit in the island by the cash register and just do that. It's funny.
yeah, and then if somebody comes, you can actually do some work for 5 minutes.
yeah.
Well, passes time when no one comes in. Yeah. There's nothing to do. It's just cold outside.
Yeah. That's the thing. When it gets cold, it's gonna be hard for businesses gonna slow down.
I mean, yeah, it's bad when, it's not like, you're at like a Walmart or something, but when your business is a part of like an outdoor mallish type of location that's around a freaking
Oh,
lake. So that's all I'll
yeah.
say. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's great during the summer. I mean, during the summer, people step on people's feet. In the winter, nobody wants to go. Ghost
Yeah,
town.
nobody wants to be out in the cold.
Yeah.
So like we had an indoor mall here in Hamilton, and then they went and changed it to a bunch of plazas. Like,
Mm.
2 or 3 stores, maybe 5 or 6. And then you got, another little strip here and there. It's like, I hate going there now because you got to walk everywhere out in the elements, especially since I don't drive, to get anywhere. And it's like, they have a food court or a food pavilion, but it's hardly ever full. It's never full, more accurately.
Um, well, I don't even know how many we have because we got 2 indoor malls, technically. One's actually basically about dead. It's like
Mm.
the only reason that's keeping it alive is 2 things: a Bass Pro Shop and a church that's in there. There's a church inside of a mall.
Oh, Brandon, I just never realized Brandon left. Oh, sorry about your stomach, Brandon.
Oh yeah, Brennan.
Obviously, but Yeah, let's see. How many malls do we have here? 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5.5, 6 at least. Couple of them are real small. Couple of them are joined together.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Mm.
And then we have a whole bunch of plaza type areas.
Yeah.
I mean, this might snitch me off a little bit because of my location, but you'd have to look it up. But since, I don't think like trolls want to dox people on this channel, I don't have to worry about it. But we are the only location that has a Simpsons Quickie Mart.
Okay. I don't, unless you got somebody from your area listening, I don't think you're doxxed.
I don't think so either.
Because you're right. You might be able to look something like that up online, but I highly doubt it.
This isn't like the EVS show or something.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry
You
about
say,
that.
Not yet.
What is it? Some type of quickie mart?
No, it is a legit Quickie Mart. It's got The Simpsons all over it and everything, and it's got a theater, Simpsons theater next to it. It shows Simpson movies.
Cool.
So yeah. I mean, it
Sounds
just
like
got
you might be. Sounds like you might be in Springfield.
pretty much. I mean,
Question is, the only other question is Springfield what? Springfield, Illinois, Springfield, Missouri, Springfield where?
Don't need to say more than that.
pretty much.
If it's Springfield, you have to be a little more specific than that.
By the time I get as famous as EVS, these videos will be so far buried.
I mean, you do like so many videos. I mean, someone has to really hate your guts to like dig through every single video. And you know what? To be honest, Rick, you're not a bad person though. If someone really would hate you that badly, they gotta be crazy. I mean, some of these people are kind of crazy, but they're not that crazy.
Well, some of them are that crazy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, if you want to waste your life digging through my 1,000 videos or more, which what it'll probably be by the time I'm anywhere close to that famous, then you go ahead.
Go ahead.
I mean, and then you got people that are like, well, I work for myself. Good luck and get myself fired.
Yeah,
Right.
there's that too,
No,
because I'm more working for myself. I'm trying to become a YouTube personality or whatever, do my art. So
Those of us working for ourselves, it's like, yeah, you can try to get me fired, but you really want to talk to my boss? Guess
yeah,
what? You're talking to my boss.
nah.
And then I can just imagine the look on their faces when they realize that you are your own boss.
Yeah, it's like that.
And
It's like that whole thing. I don't know if you guys ever seen this video, but I think it happened in Canada. It was like this
mm,
shop that's No, it's not a shop. It's a restaurant that cooks meat and stuff. And people were
Yeah.
protesting outside about them cooking meat. And the owner, who's the chef,
Oh,
he took the deer or whatever, and he was cutting it in front of the
oh,
window.
yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that. That's funny.
Yeah,
That was
That was so
hilarious.
funny.
yeah, I
It
saw
was
that.
funny, especially when they learned out who owned the restaurant.
Yeah. See, my girlfriend's vegan, but she thought that was funny too, because she believes in like, you have the right to do whatever you want. You can protest, but what that guy did was kind of like a counter protest.
Mm,
Kind
You
of,
know,
maybe.
there's one
mm.
thing, if you want to be vegan, don't go and try to ruin the guy's business.
Right.
Yeah.
That's something they do all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I don't try to get my girlfriend to eat meat, and she doesn't try to get me not to eat meat. So we just like
Right.
we get along.
You get along because you're not trying to change each other.
Nope. I mean, there's some things I sometimes want to do, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to try. Like, I'm a geek. She's not really much of a geek. She kind of likes geek stuff, but
Mhm.
not as much as passionate as I am. And I like, rock and roll and stuff, but she's a huge metalhead, and she's from LA, so she's met
Oh,
everybody. She's met everybody. And when I mean I met everybody, I mean you could probably name them famous, and she's probably met them.
you probably met him at some point in your childhood.
Yeah, she's met like guys from Black Sabbath. She met the guitar player from Queen,
Cool.
which I'm like, well, and that new Queen movie just came out too, which looks good.
Yeah.
That's the dude from what, I Robot or Just a Robot or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something.
I've never seen that movie or TV show. Yeah.
So
I think you guys are.
tomorrow,
Oh, I'm sorry.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna ask you guys. You guys were talking about remakes earlier before I joined the chat, like MacGyver and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Have you guys seen Lethal Weapon?
yeah.
Yeah.
The first two seasons, well, it's a remake, but it's not because it's a TV series rather than movies.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
there is a different feel in that way because there's parts of the original stuff in there, but I don't the people that they got playing the main characters are all right. That they sort of go with the originals, but
Yeah.
they're enough different. They're different, but the only thing I don't like, they're now in the third season. I think what they did for the third season is going to ruin them a bit. Is
Mhm.
they killed off Riggs.
I know.
Well, the actor put himself in a bad position, and apparently no one liked him, and he said some bad things, and they had stuff on video or audio or something.
Oh, okay,
So,
I didn't know
I
all
mean,
that, but
I didn't know that either.
well, apparently I heard some of the audio, and he was talking. The guy who's whatever, what's his name is Damon Wayans Jr. or Damon Wayans.
Damon Wayans. Yeah,
Yeah,
Damon
yeah,
Wayans. Yeah.
yeah. Apparently he was cussing him out, and he said this is the Damon Wayans show, and then apparently something happened when he directed an episode, and Damon Wayans got hurt. That was the final nail in the
Um,
coffin. So I don't
uh,
know. I mean, that was like the reason. And I've seen some
okay.
of the,
mm,
so
I
they had.
didn't realize there was a real reason behind it.
yeah. Me neither.
Yeah, my dad likes this show, and also there was a good reason why they needed to save the show in the first place, which I think is kind of weird. They needed all right. There's going to be one more season of Gotham, but for that to happen,
Yeah.
they needed one more season at least of Lethal Weapon. So they needed to salvage Lethal Weapon to get another season of Gotham, which is kind of strange.
Yeah, that is weird.
That
But
is.
Yeah, my dad
the
loves those shows, so he was telling me about it.
but yeah, the new guy's not too bad. I recognize him from some other show though, but I don't know what.
It's Stifler from
Mm,
American Pie.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I knew I recognized him from somewhere.
Yeah, I
It
like him.
wasn't a TV show; it was a movie.
He's done a few movies. I liked him in that movie with Paul Rudd, Role Models.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys seen that one. It's pretty good.
I've seen that one.
I
Yeah,
liked it. I don't know if you guys did.
I
I
liked
liked it.
it. I liked it. Role Models. I think I got a copy of it on Blu-ray. My friend introduced me to it. Oh, it's either that or the.
It's one of those movies that you expect one thing from it, but it turns into something altogether different.
I mean, it's R-rated.
Yeah, but that's not the point though.
Oh,
Even
okay.
though it is R-rated, it's like they do things in that movie that you really don't expect,
All right.
which made it fun.
Well, I got a quick one then to tell you real quick, since it's like one of those expect things. Since Christmas
Mm.
is coming soon. All right, let me rewind to I don't know what year it was, but have you guys ever seen the movie Bad Santa?
I've heard of
Oh
it. I
yeah,
don't think I've seen it.
I've
I've
seen it.
sort of
I've
wanted.
seen it.
All right. So here's the story. Here's the story. It's
It's
real quick. All right. So my mom said to us as a family, we should go see the movie. We already seen the trailer. We know what it was about. She just saw the picture. So she said, "Oh,
uh,
it's gonna be a great Christmas movie."
no.
so we get down and we sit down and watch the movie. And from like the get go, she's like, "We got to get out of here. This is bad." We're all laughing. We're laughing more because she's embarrassed because I
Because
was like,
he
"Mom,
thought
it's
it was
rated
something
R."
else.
It's like I don't. It's like I didn't think it was gonna be. Oh, that's bad being rated R. I was like, "What world do you live in?" So yeah.
Oh,
uh,
Lord. That movie actually turned Santa Claus on its head.
yeah. Okay. So since Rick hasn't seen it, Rick, you should go see it.
You
You'd
should.
like the first one. You'd like it. It's John Ritter's last movie.
Oh,
Mm,
wow.
yeah,
Definitely worth seeing that. I like
it
John
is.
Ritter.
Yeah. Oh, he does such a good job in it too. John Ritter's such an amazing actor.
Yeah.
Actually, because my local radio station actually had his son on the radio one day, and they were talking about it.
Mm,
And he said, he plays like all these characters all the time. He's a very wholesome guy, but then he did something like Sling Blade and Bad Santa, and those things stick out because they're
yeah,
so polar opposites of characters.
Yeah.
that you used to see him play, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I see, I didn't even know that he was in that. So.
Mm,
Oh, they had a lot of great actors in that movie. Bernie Mac,
yeah,
who also
Yeah.
passed.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot
Tony.
of good actors are passing.
Mhm.
Uh, everybody's dying. Who was it recently died? SpongeBob creator died, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was
Stan
Stan
Lee.
Lee.
I think
Stan
the
Lee.
writer of Gundam. One of the writers of Gundam died.
Oh man.
Not the creator, but the guy who wrote like
Yeah.
the original series and the trilogy
Yeah.
and other stuff. He died recently. I don't know his name. I think it's you something.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't think of his name right off the top of my head.
It's definitely not the creator, Yoshiyuki Tomino. It's not him. Oh no, if that happened, I would be doing a video about that right now. Oh, Alpha's looking great.
Thank you.
How's your Daredevil going, man?
Yeah, let's
Well,
see.
I'll do it to you now. There you go.
Oh
There we
gosh,
go.
man. I think this is my favorite art you've done so far, man.
Let's see. Show it up again. Let's see. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that is awesome. That's an awesome
yeah.
Daredevil.
I'm just I'm just putting in shadows now.
Yeah, I think what helped me with my ALF is I took my 0.1. It created a whole bunch of
Yeah.
small lines to make it look really furry.
Yeah. Right.
Multiliner?
Yeah, Copic multiliner.
Yeah, I got one of those too. What kind of paper are you using?
Uh, let's see what's it say here. Quality art paper. They're suitable for professional use. It's 11.7 by 16.5. 160 GASM.
Yeah, I talked to my buddy at work
You're
because
using standard sketch paper. Using standard sketch paper.
Yeah, I got it at the dollar store. I get this book here for
Yeah.
like, I think it's $4, and
Yeah.
there's 30 sheets.
do you have any issue with the pen dragging? Because like the other day when I was using my Copics, I had just bought them recently. First time buying Copics multiliners, and when I was drawing there, my pen kept catching, and it
I
wouldn't.
think the smaller ones seem to do that a little bit, and
The
especially,
smaller points always do that. Doesn't matter which brand you buy.
Huh?
and also I find
The small one.
the non-refillable ones wear out faster with this paper.
Yeah.
The refillable ones, they tend to last longer, it seems. I've
Mm.
been slowly buying the refillable ones of the Copics.
Let's see here. I don't think mine's refillable. Mine's the 30th edition multiliner set.
There's what a non-refillable looks like,
Yeah. I've got those, the non-refillables.
and the refillables here's what they look like, or at least where I buy mine, anyways, for the
Mm.
multi-liners.
Yeah.
Mine says multiliner. Can you show that again? I just want to see which number is that one.
This here is the BS, the small brush tip,
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
and
Oh.
this here is again that's the BS one too, the small brush tip.
Oh, so the lighter one, that's the one that's refillable, right?
Yeah, the chrome typey look one.
Oh, I didn't
yeah.
get
This
that one. I got
grayish.
the other one. Yeah, I got the
Yeah.
gray one, the dark
I
gray
got
one.
the gray ones too, non-refillables.
Where'd you get the refillable ones from?
At my local, well, one of my local art stores, it's called Curry's. I think they're even online. They're like
Nice.
10, $11.
Really?
Yeah, well, just
Wow.
under $11. And then the
I think
refill things are less than the cartridges for refill are less than Copic pen, so
Mm.
they're like
geez, I think
$3. And then that's Canadian too.
I know that, but still, I don't think that's $20 American, is it?
No, it'd be less than
Mm.
$10 American.
That's what I'm saying. I was like thinking, I was like, I paid $20 for mine at Michael's because
Yeah.
I saw the EVS video and I was like, well, I never had Copics, and he's like, these are the best ones for $20, and I was like, I had a 40% off coupon too, so I didn't spend $20, but they are marked $20.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
I couldn't find them at Michael's myself. I
huh?
think I finally did after I've gotten them, but for I forget how much they were. And then they've got a set for like, I don't know, just under $30 for like, oh, not for the refillables, but for the non-refillables for
Yeah.
like, there's like about 6 or 7 in the set for like just under $30.
Yeah.
So,
Huh. Yeah. So I went out of my way to get like Bristol comic book paper because I was like, well, maybe if I do it on a more flatter surface, maybe it won't catch as much. Because that's
that
what my
that
buddy was telling me.
It's not,
that 20
it's
bucks
not,
you're
it's not
spending
the
is that
paper.
for
It's not the paper. It's the tip itself.
Oh,
that 20 bucks you're spending, is that for more than one or just one?
that was for the 4 pack.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
No, oh wait, did you pay $11 just for one?
Yeah, but that's the refillable one.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay, for a second I thought you meant the 4 pack. I was like, geez.
No.
Okay, that
Uh,
makes more sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
But this one I paid for like I think 4.25 for one.
It's not bad. It's actually really good.
And then, like I said, they have I think it's a 6 or 7 pack for like just like $27 and change,
Yeah.
plus taxes, of course.
Yeah,
What's
but
the tax rate over there?
Uh, it's different in every province because we have something called well, it used to be called the GST, which is basically goods and services tax. Plus, we have the provincial tax. So they've gotten combined into one, and each province has its own provincial tax. So we're paying like 13% here in Ontario. That's not the highest, I don't think. But depending on how much you make, when you do income tax, you can get some of that back every 3 months.
Wow, that makes me, want to start talking junk to my customers that come in that complain about my tax when they're from like up north. I'm like, they complain about 9% here. I'm like, you got 13, so geez.
Yeah, but that's also, like I said, that's our federal tax, if you will, and our provincial tax in one. Before we had that, I think we were at like 8%. I think provincial tax is at like 7 or 6 technically, or is it no? The GST went down.
Hmm.
I think 1.6 and 1.7. They add up to 13. I forget what the thing is now. I used to calculate each one individually, but there's certain items you won't get the GST, charged for. I'm not sure what, or is it you won't get the provincial tax charged for one of the two? I don't know. So then the tax becomes a lot less. But for stuff like this paper,
yeah.
at the dollar store, you get charged both. Oh, we got 4 people watching. So
What's
If
the
you're mainly doing prints, yeah, you might get a break on the paper.
so there is my ALF.
It looks great.
Looks great.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be way different, but
I love that show.
yeah, same here. I've got all 4 seasons on DVD.
I was watching it on Hulu, but I think they removed it.
Yeah. ALF is one of those fun shows.
Yeah. Did you guys ever see this? I think it was an old PSA video a long time ago. I think it was like early 90s that used like 90s cartoons and stuff like Alf and the Turtles and such about not doing drugs.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing stuff
Oh
like that.
When you
yeah.
showed the drawing, it reminded me of that. And I was like, huh.
Well, Alf also had a cartoon show and a
Yeah.
comic book.
I didn't know about the comic book. Nice.
Yeah, it was published by Marvel Comics under its Star imprint.
Whatever happened to Star?
I don't know.
Probably
Guess it's
didn't make
gone.
enough money and got
Mm. But
decommissioned.
most of the things printed under the Star imprint were basically television adaptations.
Oh.
They were either adapted from a TV show or a movie.
I figured it went away like POW.
Mm. For a little while, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe was on it. It was
DC's
printed in
done
the
those,
Star.
and DC's done them too,
Mm.
a lot. Masters of the Universe, that is.
Yeah.
They had a real good line a few years ago that they
Oh
actually
yeah.
did. They did She-Ra in actually. She was introduced She-Ra, and that was pretty good. I would like to see that. I would have really liked to see She-Ra in the 2003
Yeah.
verse
That's
adaptation.
that's what everyone was hoping for.
Yeah,
The
but too bad
problem
that.
the problem is the scheduling of the show.
It's a shame that like that and the Thundercats reboot got canceled. But
Yeah, because of scheduling.
from what I've heard, the reason why they got canceled was the toys didn't sell.
Well, the He-Man for He-Man, yeah, that was. But for the Thundercats, it was mainly a scheduling problem.
Oh, really?
Well, I think from what I heard, I was listening to Nerd Wonders show about the whole Shira thing, the new Shira
Mm.
thing, and there was somebody on there that has a lot of knowledge. From what I get from him, it was a little bit more than scheduling for for the Thundercats, but still, because they had like 6 episodes written for the second season and somewhat done.
Oh, you want He-Man talk? Well, it's more like She-Ra talk. You just watch Clownfish TV and
Oh yeah,
oh
Yeah,
I
god,
love, I
Geeky
love it.
crushes it. Geeky crushes it
I
so
know. You gotta love Geeky Sparkles.
hard.
yeah,
No,
I
yeah,
like his show.
She's got a bite. I won't say it like this. She's got a bite like Battle Cat.
she's straight up honest. She doesn't care. Actually, I had a comment with them when I forget. Wow. Because like I saw them on the Arcade Live thing with the whole Comicsgate stupidness that went around, and they were
Uh,
like, "Yeah, we're not Comicsgate, so we're not going to touch this with a 100-foot pole." That was a garbage fire. That's what they told me. I mean,
sometimes it's just, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but it's one of those things that just it starts out good, but somewhere along the lines, someone else comes along and corrupts it.
yeah. Well, it's kind of turned me off, unfortunately. I used to watch I Love Comics and stuff, but ever since
Mm.
that, I got nothing against those guys. It's just that I was just
No,
like, I just don't want to watch their show anymore. I got nothing against them. It's just like I'm just gonna watch the creator guys because they're the one making or trying to save comic books at least
mm,
and give us something to read. Because I'm not gonna buy Marvel and DC. I don't, that's my one peeve. Okay, you guys want to, you guys are buying these comic books and reviewing them. You say they suck. Why are you buying
right.
them? Why don't you just go to a Books a Million, read them, take a picture of it, do the video without spending the money and giving it to Marvel DC if it's bad. Buy it
Yeah.
if it's good. Don't buy it if it sucks.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, we got Matt in the Matt Costin in the thing chat. Hey Matt, he says Elf, awesome. I have the cartoon episodes of Elf. He says, cool. I hope you're
Nice.
still here, Matt. I'm not sure whether you got the time or not, but if you want to pop in, feel free. I did send. I think there's a link on Twitter for you. There's a whole bunch of other people.
But
P.S.
I'm gonna show you something. I'm sorry. You keep talking. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Oh.
All right. Let's see if I can get this camera working.
I see you.
You see me, or do you see the book?
I see the book.
See the book.
All right.
Oh.
Now, I like comics. I like manga, but to me, this here has got to be the highest quality you'll ever get for a book. This thing's got ridges. It's hard.
Mm.
Hard. This is detail. This is like a novel, but
Yeah.
the print on it's great and it doesn't rub off. This is something that everyone needs to learn for hard paperback. This is a standard, I think. Doesn't matter what it is. It's just the
Yeah.
quality. I mean, I like Gundam, but it's got like really nice some color,
Mm.
and you got this nice old '70s stuff. It's just really, really nice done.
Oh, they use they use a different grade of paper for a book like that.
Yeah, I mean that's what that's my peeve. It's like you buy these
Mm.
hardbacks, and or you buy these new issues, and I've seen like Yellow Flash or whoever, and the ink just rubs off your fingers when you touch them, and that's
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah, for sure.
Depending on the print budget, yeah.
I mean, it's low budget, but it's Marvel or DC, and I'm like, why?
If it's from Marvel or DC, you know they can do better.
They should do better. They set the standard. I mean,
Yeah, especially with the prices that you're paying. Well, not so much
Yeah.
DC, but
all right,
Marvel with the price you're
Marvel.
paying.
Right.
all right. The book I just showed you is Mobile Suit Gundam: The Origin, #1. It's
The
450
Gundam Bible.
pages. Guess how much I paid for
Mm.
this? It's 450 pages too. It's hard.
$20. $20.
About 15.
Well, I got it from Books A Million, so it was 30. But yeah,
You got
I
the
mean,
Gundam Bible for $30.
yeah, and there's 12. There's 11 more left to collect.
Mm.
Still, that's a good price, even at
For-
$30.
Yeah, I can go on Amazon and get it for maybe 20, maybe. They have different variations of prices. I didn't know that until I saw it. What
Yeah.
happened was I went to go. We have a House of Blues, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna go see a band play.
Mm.
Before that, I'm gonna stop by this geek store that's attached where Books A Million is. So I went there, didn't find anything at the geek store. So when I was passing Books A Million, I saw this book and it caught my eye. I was like, I must get it.
Yeah.
And funny, the band I went to see was Gwar, and they had comic books of themselves for sale.
Yeah.
But their pricing was impossible.
Well, it's like the original Kiss comics from the 70s.
That's probably what it was because I looked at it for a glance. It's like, oh, okay. I saw 10, 5, 2, 1. It's like, oh, that's really cheap. When I went to go and I looked at it again, I didn't see the extra zeros.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, no. I'll just buy a shirt.
Those were concert comics, no wonder. Those things are always expensive.
Yeah, actually, I heard that Kiss actually has a new comic coming out, or is,
Yeah.
or whatever. I think
Oh yeah,
Marvel's
they
doing it.
do. I forgot who was doing it, but yeah, they're supposed to.
I mean, I got like somewhere buried in my collection. I got some heavy metal comics that are like from Metallica and Anthrax, but the
Yeah.
Metallica one is horrible because it's not really a comic. It just
No,
looks
it
like a
isn't.
comic. No,
It's not a comic.
It's just got words
Well,
and a few pictures. That's it.
I'm gonna tell you, what, it's more like a hand drawn concert portfolio.
Yeah. Now the Anthrax one actually was a comic,
Yeah.
and it gave you an extra add-on after you finished it at the end, which was
Oh,
another band. So you got the Faith No More story after that. So it was like,
right.
oh, you get 2 bands for one in one comic. This is great.
Yeah. When they did that in the past, they did that for the main band and the cover band that was on with them. Give you a fun way of getting to know the band.
Well, I think it kind of worked because of the band Anthrax. They love comic books. They have a song about Judge Dredd.
Oh, they did a version of the theme from the Sylvester Stallone Judge Dredd.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good song. Those guys are great live, and that's once again another band. My girlfriend's met everybody from that band, just about.
Cool.
Yeah. Which is funny. I mean, when I saw them, I couldn't meet them, but
Understand about metalheads, they always have a stash of comics somewhere.
yeah, it's true. I mean, like one of my favorite songs is that Megadeth song "Holy Wars," and the second part of it is about the Punisher.
Yeah.
That's what's so cool about that song is like once you get to that part,
Yeah.
it's just awesome.
It's funny and it shocks you at the same time.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good question. How many? It doesn't matter what the genre is, if it's rap or rock or whatever. How many songs can we think of that are about comic book characters or comics?
If you
Not
go
too.
hip hop, you'll find a lot about Blade.
Well, that's true.
But if you go metal, you might find a lot of sci-fi stuff
I have the old
or something supernatural horror.
I have the old Spawn albums somewhere, but that was like a collab, but it wasn't really. It was just like
Uh,
it was weird
it was that was a collaboration of many different bands.
and hip hop because like there was this one song. I
Mm.
forget who it was, a little rap, but it was Metallica and someone else, or at least they were
Oh,
sampling Metallica at the very least.
yeah.
I mean, then there's the
Oh,
Spider-Man first album that had a lot of but that was for the
Mm.
video game.
Yeah.
no, the movie. The first movie had a lot of
Oh,
songs that
Oh,
were
yeah.
for it, like the hero song. There was I think it
Right.
was Aerosmith, the Spider-Man song, or something. I
Aerosmith,
know.
it was. It
The
was.
remote.
It was Aerosmith because they had just finished it just before 9/11. That was the thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. The whole thing with the
And
copter and
and
stuff.
they had to change a lot. They had to change a lot of things because of 9/11.
The the
yeah.
the comic for it when Marvel did the comic about post the whole 9/11 thing that
Yeah.
event.
Uh,
Yeah, that's very sad too. Because just about all the stuff in Marvel happened in New York.
Yeah. Man, Marvel did a whole lot of included a whole lot of short stories in their titles that was showcasing first responders and even soldiers. Dude, there was a Spider-Man short when it happened. It's like,
Yeah.
and Spidey couldn't believe his eyes as to what was going on.
So you done your Daredevil there,
I'm about
Mighty?
done with it. Yeah, I'm about done with it. I don't know what else to add to it.
Yeah, maybe the next time I join you guys, I'll be drawing. I don't know
Oh,
when
that'd
that'll
be
be.
Cool.
yeah.
Maybe
Hey,
Tuesday or something because I'm off Tuesday.
Okay.
okay.
Uh, Tuesday, my live drawing at night. I do DC characters. So
Okay,
if
that's
you want
cool.
to, I don't know
Cool.
which one I'm doing this point for this Tuesday coming up.
Mhm.
I think the week of Aquaman's release, I'm going to do Aquaman, of course.
Okay.
I might switch my DC and my Marvel that week because I'll probably end up seeing Aquaman on the Thursday night. So I'll come home and draw it afterwards. Draw them
Yeah.
after.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
have you guys ever seen this YouTube channel called? I forget what it's called, but it's the guy who does the figures. It's I'm a Marvel and I'm a DC.
Oh yeah, just
Oh
some
yeah.
random
Yeah.
guy.
He just
Yeah.
uploaded a new one. I just saw it earlier, where Rocket and Groot are trying to pick a fight with the DC guys. It's really funny if you've seen it.
Oh yeah, I love that guy. He doesn't put out videos as often as I would like.
He did
Yeah.
a live
No.
stream recently, and all right, I was kind of trolling him just to see if he would react because he was reading questions, but he ignored me. I was just asking him his opinions on Comicsgate, and he just like I was like, "What do you think of Comicsgate?" And he's like, he reads every question but mine, and kept going. He just kept going. I was like, and I did it again, and he was like, he ignored it again. I was like, ooh, he's
Gotta stay away.
worried.
He's
He's
staying
worried.
away from that one.
Yeah, he's like, I to touch it, and I was like, that's fine. I did it like 3 times. Okay, I'm gonna leave him alone.
Yeah.
I was just
Because
wondering if
he wasn't gonna touch that one.
But it'd be
you know,
nice if you even just comment, I don't want to comment on that, you know?
exactly.
Right.
But then again, someone could construe that as being pro or anti. So ignoring it was
Exactly.
probably best for him. So it's probably
Yeah.
best for him. I was just curious if he would say something.
Yeah. But I think ignoring it just says he's anti, so too.
Mm.
He could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
not
hard
sure.
to say.
I'm not gonna like dig into it. I don't want to like
Yeah.
corner the dude.
Yeah. He makes good videos, so I don't care one way or
Yeah.
another.
I just
Really.
figured because he's like he's like us in a way. And he
Yeah.
likes comics. Just but maybe he I don't know.
Or maybe he
Maybe he's
knows
more like
nothing about it, too. There's always that
that,
thing.
that's true. I mean, not
That's
everybody knows
true.
about it.
That's true. Oh, there's another YouTuber who goes by the name of Mighty Raccoon. He did something called Marvel versus DC: The Ultimate Crossover, which in my opinion, was very interesting.
Really.
Hmm.
I may or may not have seen that.
Um.
So,
It was originally done in two parts.
Oh, with that said, did you guys ever collect or read any of the Marvel versus DC stuff they did like in the '90s?
oh yeah, I've got all of it.
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure I
yeah.
do.
I've read the Avengers versus Justice League and a few others.
Yeah.
I've got a little bit, but
I
yeah. I
got the
mean,
one that. Sorry, go ahead.
no, it's like no one I talk to ever knows about it. It's funny because I have to explain to them and and actually go with statistics when it comes to the final battle. Marvel technically won, I tell them, but
Yeah,
they, because you have to count every win loss.
right.
And I just liked how the fact that Thor beat Captain Marvel. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't
Yeah,
think
just
that.
because he transformed, to get out of something. And Thor, attracts his
right,
lightning when he goes, says, you know,
right.
switch back. So, did he actually beat him in a battle versus battle? What if he actually beat him?
It was only in one panel of the issue I had because it just showed it one clip of just Thor's holding the boy, and
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there were because like it ended with like Robin and Jubilee, and then Batman and
Captain America.
Captain
Captain
America.
America.
And then
Yeah.
they did the whole amalgam thing from that,
Yeah,
which I
that
think,
Oh,
last
yeah.
that was actually kind of cool. I got a few issues of that stuff too.
yeah. I don't like the characters they amalgamated with each other. I thought it was really stupid. A lot of them.
Yeah.
It was just for a one-off. That's the whole point of it. They's like, we'll do
Right.
one-off, then we'll split it back up.
Yeah.
But it was really cool. Well, I don't think we'll ever get that.
No,
Ever again.
Yeah.
we'll never get anything like that again.
No.
Unless
Especially
Disney buys
since the
out.
real fans wants it.
Unless
Unless Disney buys out Warner Brothers, but then it's not Marvel versus DC because the characters are just integrated into the same universe.
They
Mhm.
might do a versus, then it'll be integrated because putting the logos Marvel versus DC would sell so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of smart. It's like Star Wars versus Star Trek. I mean, even though that
Yeah.
sounds really dumb
Yeah.
too, it would work.
Yeah.
It would.
Yeah, you have all your hypothetical battles for stuff like that too.
Exactly.
I mean, that's why IDW is still around because they're doing hypothetical battles. They're doing Star Trek versus Transformers right now, or
Oh
were.
yeah, saw that.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
I thought it was kind of stupid because I was like, why would
Well, it's stupid,
Bach want
but, but then you gotta think about the setting of the story. That's the thing. You gotta understand the Transformers don't age.
I don't know. Well, when they did crossovers before, like some of it, they done with the turtles because they don't, they're doing the turtle stuff. They've done Turtles with Ghostbusters and Batman, but it's never been verses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have those issues. They're not bad.
No, they're not bad.
Well, they do the verse inside it. It's Batman and Turtles, but for like one issue, they battle each other.
Yeah.
Until they realize they're on the same side. Yeah.
I feel like that's like one of the few things that IDW does right is the Turtles. They don't really mess that up. They mess everything else up, and I'm a hardcore Turtle fan.
Yeah.
You really can't mess up the Turtles.
Actually, you can. Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I'm talking
I'm gonna say.
Comics. I'm not talking about cartoons. I'm talking comics here.
I watched that episode. I watched the first episode, and it angered me so much. I'm like, Splinter is a drunk racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the first episode and I deleted all the other episodes that I had to watch. I'm like, I'm not watching.
Yeah, and they tricked. And the thing is, they tricked Marvel's Moon Girl to play April O'Neil.
I didn't realize that, but no, I don't have a problem with.
If you look at
technically, people argue and say that April was black in the original one because of her hair and everything in the black and white. Yeah. So it's kind of hard to say.
It is because the original series was in black and white. So.
Yeah, but if it was in black and white, forget her hair. What did they? If she was black, they would have toned her skin that way.
Yeah.
They were kind of broke back then.
I haven't seen any of the original, so I'm just going a little bit by what you guys say. And I'm just
in the original comics, her skin wasn't really toned, but you can see the shadows that they needed. That's about it.
She had that Jerry curl perm.
Yeah, but lots of women have perms.
Did. Like everybody else did it at that time.
Yeah, people had mullets, perms, all that stuff.
Exactly. So.
But yeah, no, my issue with the new one is, and I'm probably going to rant on this because I have to, because, okay, one thing I hated was the stupid cockeye thing where one eye goes one way, one eye goes the other way for a comic effect. Hated that. The fighting stuff was great. It was probably the best thing I've seen in a while in TMNT, besides, the CGI stuff they did previous.
Oh.
God,
no.
Beyond that, I had the same sense of humor. There was no personality differences.
No.
They all acted like Michelangelo. I'm like, that's dumb.
That is.
And then, I go back to the rat. Splinter is sitting on the couch, drunk off of milk, and Leonardo goes to distract him. He's like, "Oh, I thought the purple one was funny." So that's the racist part because he's going with the color of the bandanas. I'm like, why did you do this? On the bright side, the villain, played by pro wrestler John Cena, did a great job. Beyond that, everything else, all the kookiness and stuff, it's like it doesn't pull me in to want to watch the next episode.
Yeah.
The first episode of all the other ones did good. I mean, even the horrible live action one was better than this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
With the fifth turtle, and Peter Laird hated Venus de Milo. So all right, I'll just end that rant there. I'm sorry it took your time up.
Oh, no problem.
No.
Just had to mention, the Ninja Turtle. When he said you can't do something bad with the Ninja Turtles. If they could do it bad in the animated series, they could do it bad in the comic book. Let's just hope they never take anything from that.
Yeah, I know.
And the Turtles are like the biggest independent comic ever because they started out to nothing and they became larger than life. They're going to exist forever. Unless someone screws it up and keeps on screwing it up like Tales of TMNT or Riles of TMNT or whatever.
The Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That is just like the cringiest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles I have ever seen.
We just got Rick to say shit.
Yeah.
I did?
You just said that was the cringiest shit I've ever seen.
Oh, I didn't. I don't think I said shit, but I just said shit. I said shit, not saying that I said shit.
I've broken Rick.
Shit's not that bad of a word.
Congratulations.
You've done
the impossible. That's all I'm going to say. You've done the impossible.
That's that word I don't mind, because I'm referring to it as if it's actually what comes out of your butt. It's stuff that you just want to flush down the toilet and never see it again.
Oh yeah, that's better than some of the other words.
Personally, I wouldn't insult shit like that. That's just me.
Yeah, you're right. It's a bit of an insult to it.
I blame South Park. They made the word shit seem okay to say everywhere because they did that one stupid episode.
Yeah.
How many times you can say the word? So
South Park made everything okay to say. Just about.
It's just about. I mean, I'm watching it right now, and even the new stuff. Some of it's hit and miss. When it's a hit, it's like the best thing ever. When it's the miss, you're like, okay, whatever.
Well, we've been at this an hour and a half. I've done my drawing, as people can see. Maybe let's see Mighty Geek's drawing if he's done there of Daredevil.
All right. I'm done, but I just had to sign it. Let me show it to you. There it is.
That is good. And maybe show for yourself. Say where they can find you and all that, people.
Well, they can find me here on your channel.
Yeah.
And they can also find me at Mighty Geek Studios on YouTube. And the same on Twitter.
Uh-huh. And do you do any videos yourself, or to do any content, or what's your video stuff?
I got a couple of videos where I was drawing weapons and stuff like that for it.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
And yours. And show for yourself, Meltzer.
All right. Well, you can find me at PS Melter on YouTube. You can find me at Melter_P on Twitter. And that's about it. I only have one video right now, but next week I'll put up another video. So yeah, I'm just gonna do one video a week and then try to make your guys streams when I can.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
And of course, I am Cross Comics, Rick Piper of Cross Comics. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook under the moniker of Cross Comics. I am also on DeviantArt under Real Cross Comics. And I have a webpage, all of which these links can be found in the description. So remember to like, share, comment, and hit that notification bell, and also subscribe. You need to subscribe before.
Don't just hit it, smash it.
Yeah, smash it. you need to subscribe before you hit the notification bell. They won't let you hit the notification bell without subscribing. So subscribe first. And that is it till tomorrow night when I have somebody on. I'll be putting up another, for those that have seen my first one, I'll be putting up another stair video tomorrow. Me walking up another set of stairs in Hamilton. So
don't forget to eat some chips and drink some Faygo.
Hey.
I'm doing the snack stuff Monday through Friday, and Saturday I put up a stair video. I have like 6 of them. So
okay, I'll check that one out.
All right, I'll check that one out.
Okay, so we will see everybody whenever. Bye for now. God bless. Have a great, a wonderful day.